Sorry about that, guys. So this is going to be part number 2 of the pick a card reading, okay? So if you haven't seen part 1 of this video, check that out first on my YouTube, and then you can see the second part here, okay? So again, what I was saying is, make sure you stop overspending. Especially if you're not getting the income to support your spending habits, be a little bit wiser with your money. Maybe, avoid spending on things that you don't really need, okay? So I know some of us can get caught up. I've done it so many times myself where I see something I really want, but I don't really need it, but I still buy it anyway, and I might really not have the money to do that, but I really want it, so I end up buying it. And then I have like buyer's remorse after, where I'm like, oh my gosh, now I'm in the hole, like I shouldn't have bought that thing, right? So, make sure you are careful with your money. Also, with the holiday season coming around, be a little bit smart about that, okay? You don't have to spend a huge sum of money on all the people that you have to buy for, okay? A little goes a long way. It's the thought that counts, right? So instead of spending maybe $50 for your grandma, if you can't really afford it, maybe consider spending like $20 for your grandma, okay? It's the thought that counts. She'll still be appreciative that you got her a gift, but you're spending within your means, okay? Because you don't want to end up blowing like $500 on however many people, and then all of a sudden, you're in the hole, and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to pay my rent? So just be mindful of that. So be careful of your spending habits, especially around the holidays. Also overspending on yourself, okay? We can get tempted to do that with all the sales going on around the holidays. So, just be mindful of that. And who knows, with COVID and everything right now, and us going, back into almost a lockdown situation, you might not even really have the chance to go to the mall, but you still might get tempted on spending online, okay? So be smart with your money this holiday season, and in general, okay? And stop overspending if you are. Now here, we already have that one. Okay, so that's the message there for you guys, okay, that chose number 1. We're going to get into pile number 2 now. If that didn't resonate for you, you can always choose pile number 2 or 3, okay? So this is for the turquoise crescent moon. So the messages that we have here are: think rich and wealthy, prepare, the best is yet to come. And we have right path. We have relocating, home, city, state, job, and business. And living it up, you made it. Okay, so some of you guys might have a new job. You may have got a promotion, okay? You might even be buying a new home and relocating to another city or state, okay? Or you might be starting a business, or something along those lines, okay? So it says living it up, you made it. So what I'm getting here is that with whatever change is going to happen in your life here in the near future, or that is currently going on, okay, with regards to either purchase of a home, moving to another country or state, or a change in job position, like a promotion, or even a change of job or career in itself, or maybe you're getting into business with someone or on your own. I definitely feel like this is a good change coming in. This is going to be a great change for you. Okay, prepare, the best is yet to come forward here for you with this change in your life. Things are good. Things are going to be, good things are coming. They're on the horizon for you. And, make sure that you go into this with a wealthy and rich mentality, okay? That you're going to, be grateful for this new opportunity, that you're going to, that you're going to stay positive, have positive thoughts, okay? Especially if you're getting a promotion or something, you make sure that you keep that positive mindset, that you're capable of accomplishing the job, okay? and that you're grateful for the extra pay that you're going to be receiving. Or again, if you're relocating, think that it's going to be a positive experience. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to meet new people. You're going to be in a new place. Okay, so that's always exciting and scary at the same time. Or, you know, if you're going into business, think in that mentality that you're going to do well with whatever you do, okay? By having that mentality, that positive mentality, that is going to draw forth more abundance with your business, okay? So if you're thinking like, oh, I'm going to start this business and you're not very passionate about it, or you're thinking, oh, it's not going to do well, then that's probably what's going to happen. But if you can flip that and think, okay, I'm going to take some baby steps to get there, and I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to follow my goals and my passion, and, you know, in time I will receive more money, okay? And I'm going to do well for myself. Then you will probably do well for yourself. So it's all about changing your mindset, okay? And again, a home, if you're moving into a new home, or you're moving out of somebody's house or something, maybe you're getting your own place, or you're moving in with somebody, okay? Think rich and wealthy. This doesn't just mean money-wise, okay? This can also mean that it's going to be a good experience. Maybe you're moving in with your boyfriend or your husband or a friend, okay? And, you know, this is a different experience for you, but it's exciting, and you know, think positive. Think it's going to be rewarding for you, okay? Because the best is yet to come here with regards to this location. Maybe you've even had to move for work to another city or state, okay? And you're a little unsure about this move or how it's going to turn out, but I definitely feel from these cards that it's going to be a positive experience, okay? So, you know, make sure that your mentality matches that, you know, that positivity, okay? And, you know, Spirit is telling you here, you're on the right path with whatever you're doing. If there is one of these changes going on in your life, whether it's already happened, it's happening now, or it's to come here in the near future, then you are definitely on the right path with whatever you're doing, okay? So have faith that you're making the right decision for yourself, you're making the right change, and all will be well, okay? The best is yet to come. This is going to be a positive experience for you. Even if it has some ups and downs at the beginning, or it's a little uncertain, okay, at the beginning. I definitely see overall the long term, it's going to be the right path for you, okay? Living it up, you made it, okay? So maybe you have something to celebrate about. Maybe this change is very exciting for you. You know, maybe it's a very, maybe like, again, you got a promotion or something, so it's worth celebrating. It's worth enjoying yourself a little bit, okay? Go out, have fun with your friends, celebrate your accomplishments. If you've made some kind of goal in your business, if you've reached some kind of goal, okay, go out and live it up a bit, okay? You've made your goal, you've reached it, and it's time to enjoy it and celebrate, okay? And of course, don't go overboard, but you definitely have earned this, so, you know, enjoy it while you know, enjoy this, okay? So, yeah, and maybe you've purchased your first home. I don't know, maybe you've purchased your first home, or you've purchased a new home. So, you know, you've made that that purchase that you wanted to make. You've reached that goal of maybe getting a bigger home or getting a better home, okay? Or even just purchasing a home, your very first home. So it's all worth celebrating. It's all worth you know, enjoying this moment, okay, and being grateful for what has happened here in your life or what is to come. So, you know, just be mindful of that. All right. So hope you guys enjoyed this pile number 2. Now we're going to go into pile number 3. So if you chose the gold stone, these are going to be your messages. Entering a cycle of pure abundance. Save your money. Overwhelmed, slow down. Don't be afraid to fail. Business betrayal. Okay. So what I'm getting here is some of you guys are entering a new cycle of abundance, okay? You're entering a cycle of, you know, you're making the money, you're being able to save your money, okay? Money's coming in. So you're entering a cycle of abundance where maybe in the past you were lacking that a little bit, but now you're generating enough income to sustain yourself, okay? And to be able to save some money here. But what is it at the cost of? Are you overworking at work? Okay, maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you're working overtime. You're putting extra hours in to make your boss happy. Okay, maybe your boss is overworking you. Maybe you're really trying to pay something off here. So, you know, you're trying to work as much as possible so you can save for something, whether that be a home or a vehicle or a trip or whatever else. Okay. So you might be, you know, in this mindset of, I gotta save, I gotta save, I gotta save, but you might be overwhelmed and overworking at the expense of this. Okay. And, you know, you might need some help, or you might be working 2 jobs, or it might feel like you're doing the tasks of 2 jobs, or that your job is really meant for 2 people, okay, but there's only 1 person working it. So maybe it's like, you know, you don't have enough time in the day in a regular schedule to get your work done here, but you know, you're having to put in extra overtime so that you can get the work done. Maybe you need some help. Maybe you need to speak to your employer, okay? Tell your employer that you need somebody to assist you in getting the job done, because this is a lot of work for you to handle. And again, you might be putting some overtime hours in just to get the work done, and you're feeling very, you know, overwhelmed with the workload, okay? So Spirit is saying here, it might be time to slow down. It might be time to even get some help, outside help from somebody, okay, with this job. Maybe they need to split your job in 2. Or maybe you're working overtime, not only to save your own money and to save for something that you want, but also to please your employer, or your employer is scheduling you to be working a lot of overtime, okay? So there might even be something going on here with some betrayal. Maybe you've made a deal with the devil, basically, okay? And where you thought you expected something here, and it turns out that, you know, you're working a lot more than what you expected to work, or your boss told you something, a certain thing about how the workload would be and how your job would be. And when you actually got down to working that position, you realized that, you know, things were a lot different than what the employer told you, okay? So you might be feeling a little bit betrayed by your boss or something here, or even someone you're in business with, okay? So, I don't know, it could also be, what was I getting here? Business betrayal. We'll go back to this card in a minute, but I'm seeing here, don't be afraid to fail, okay? So don't be afraid of being wrong. Maybe you're trying to really impress someone, or, you know, make sure that you get the job done, okay? But again, you're feeling overwhelmed by this. So, you know, don't be afraid to fail. If you can't handle this workload, don't be afraid to, you know, let your employer know, hey, I need some help, or hey, I can't handle this position. This is, you know, this is too much for me. I'm sorry, but I need to, you know, quit this job, or I need to find another job. Maybe it's time to look for another job, okay? And it doesn't mean you're a failure, but, you know, maybe the workload is too much for you and it's just overwhelming, and, you know, you need to look for something better where you have more time to yourself, okay? Instead of being overworked and exhausted. And again, maybe you're, you have a lot of expectations of you, or demands on you from your employer, and you feel like you can't meet them. Maybe they're asking a lot of you, and you're just feeling taken advantage of here. Okay, so again, don't be afraid of, you know, being wrong or being incorrect, or sometimes even making mistakes. So, you know, even if you have to fail to get where you want to get, don't be afraid of failure, because failure is the first step in learning from that experience, so that the next time going forward, when you do something again, you can do it, you know, 10 times better, right? So a lot of successful people actually have failed in life to get where they are at now. So it is all about, it is, you know, it's nothing wrong with failing, because you learn from it and then you go forward with something better, right? You're able to provide something better from that. You learn from your mistakes. So, but yeah, there could be somebody even that you're in business with that is betraying you. Maybe you went into business with someone and, you know, you're starting to see some signs here that you can't trust this person, okay? So for some reason you might be feeling overwhelmed by this, this betrayal that, and all this stuff that's going on with this partner, okay? And, you know, maybe they're making you work more than they're working. Maybe you're taking on the brunt of this. Okay, that could be another thing too that's coming up for some of you. You might be taking the brunt of this other person. Maybe they're making you work most of the time and they're barely around. Or you got yourself caught up in something and you know, you're feeling betrayed by this. So, and overwhelmed. So, you know, again, all I can say is, it might be time to make some changes here too, okay, for some of you guys. You know, if this isn't working with this partner, maybe it's time to, you know, do something about it, okay? So that you can, you know, save the money that you earned, instead of this other person taking their half and they didn't even deserve it, okay? So, you know, I do feel like, you know, whenever you make some kind of a change here with regards to this overwhelming situation, you're definitely going to enter a new cycle of abundance, okay? So it's just about making a change here in your life, a necessary change in order to do so. Okay, so hopefully that resonated for you guys. Please give it a thumbs up if it did. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good night. Thanks. Bye.